Okay, so in this example, it says that a researcher finds that of 982 men who died in 2002, 221 died from some heart disease. Also, of the 982 men, 334 had at least one parent who had some heart disease. Of the latter 334, 111 died from some heart disease. A man is selected from the group of 982. Given that neither of his parents had some heart disease, find the conditional probability that this man died from some heart disease. So, first I wrote some of the things we will need, which is these ones right here. So the bigger set, the simple S, is we have 982 people who died. The set A, I say, is people who died from heart disease, and B is the number of people who had at least one parent with heart disease, and C is those who had no parents with heart disease. So first thing first, what we need to do is, it says to give the conditional probability that the man died from some heart disease, given that neither his parents had heart disease. So first, we need to find the probability of no parent with heart disease. So the probability of C, because C is no parents with heart disease, would be, you have 982 men, okay, but about 334 of them had at least one parent with heart disease. So the number of parents without heart disease would be 982 minus 334 over 982. That's the probability of no parents, which is 648. Which equals to 648 out of 982. This is the probability of no parents with heart disease. Next, it says that we had 221 people who died from heart disease, but it says later that 334 had at least one parent who had heart disease, and of the latter 334, 111 of them died. So what we need to find now is the probability of men who died with heart disease while neither of their parents had heart disease. So basically this one is asking about the probability of B in the section, no, B or C in the section A. But in this case it's different because we know that we had the probability of, let's say, the probability of no parents with heart disease. But here, the probability of men who died, so died from heart disease, and no parents with heart disease would be, now how many men died? We have 221 of them who died out of 982, minus how many, now how many of them who died without a parent having a disease, the heart disease. Okay, because we know that we have 111 who died with at least one parent having heart disease. So to find the number of men who died without a parent having heart disease would be 221 who died minus 111 who died with at least one parent having heart disease. And that would be equal to 110 out of 982. So 110 men who died had no parents with the heart disease. So that's what this one means. So you have 110 out of 982 men who died. Now, the next question we need to find is is the probability of the conditional probability that a man died of heart disease given that neither his parents had heart disease. So basically this one is saying the probability of finding a man who died from heart disease, which is A, given that the parents had no heart disease, C. Remember, the one you know is the one behind the bar, and what you're looking for is the first one. So P, A given C, we know that it's equal to PA intersection C over PC. And PA intersection C is equals to 110. 110 because 110 that we found 110 out of 982 is what we found with men who died with no parents having heart disease. And then over PC, which is parents or no parents with heart disease, which is 648 out of 982. And that would equal to, when you divide by 982, you will get 110 out of 648. And this is the answer to the problem, and the problem is over. Now, what you need to understand is how to relate to this. You have to know how to interpret and translate from the words to the actual statistics. And this one was not actually hard, but you have to be aware of what you are looking for and what you need to find to get to the answer. So this is what this problem was about, and I hope you guys understand it. If you don't, comment. If you like it, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. But as of right now, that's it. Have a good day.